How you doing? This is Don. I am on the Gun-Muse, and one of the things we do is games that are on both the PC and the phone. Usually on the PC, we're playing them with an Android emulator. The one that I promote right now is Bluestacks. Bluestacks has been pushing forward with some of the new technology that's both Windows and Android. There's going to be a merger of software coming, folks. Everything's going to work on the same platform. And right now we got a little red icon on here. Game not supported, because I got a 64-bit system and I use 64-bit emulators. Because for those who don't understand the difference between 32 and 64-bit, it is a compression ratio that's built in the software, and you cannot jump more than 2 platforms away. What I mean by that is, the old Windows 95 stuff was 16-bit, but it used to the 16-bit stuff used to run the old the Windows DOS 6.0 stuff, prior to Windows 95, the Windows 3 and things like that, because 16-bit could run 8-bit. Then Windows XP came out, and Windows XP was 32-bit, and it would run all the Windows 95 16-bit stuff, but it wouldn't run the stuff that Windows 95 ran. So you get this ongoing slide forward like, oh, I miss the old platform. It used to do all this stuff that the new one doesn't. And it has to do with, we've got to use all that technology and processor platform that we're creating. We make these processors faster so that they can take bigger chunks of data and make them run through smaller holes. That's how things go faster. Because we can't just keep turning up the speed, or we keep turning up your electric bill. And we turn up the amount of heat generated, which turns up the amount of air conditioning you need, which turns up the electric bill, and it becomes a runaway freight train. All right? There is a reason we move this technology forward, and it happens on a 5 to 10 year cycle. All right, so almost everybody has 64-bit now, and you're going, why the freaking hell can everything just be 64-bit? Well, your phone device, more than likely, even though it's a 64-bit capable device, 99% of the applications running on it are 32-bit. That's because some bald guy with a ponytail sitting in a room somewhere, he knows how to write 32-bit software and is not inclined to learn how to write something new when he knows his stuff is going to work on your device. But when your device goes to 128-bit, his 32-bit platform is not going to work. So there's new stuff. Now, so we get this little red icon. What are we going to do about it? It's going to... this is a 64-bit emulator that I've got here, guys. So it would rather me run on this new design that's coming up with. Now, they tell you to go to this icon over here, but that's not where you go. Hold on. That's my rotate. The multi-instance manager. Okay? So... you see I've got we're going to come down here and we're going to create a new instance. We're going to create a fresh instance. And we're going to select here. See, I got a Nougant 32-bit, but we want a Nougant 32 large virtual address. This is new. All right. So you download down there in the instance for this Marvel Strike game. I've got the link to the new emulator from Bluestacks that plays this with a large virtual address. 32-bit was limited to 3.5 gigabytes of RAM. We run way more than that now. That's why no one wants to run 32-bit, is because there was a physical limit on the amount of RAM. So this new 32-bit fixes that problem. All right, so we get to use our RAM. Now, when you're setting up an emulator, the instance there is to turn around and create 4 CPU cores. They're virtual. Okay. Now, I have a 12-core system on here. Me setting up 4 cores is not a big deal, because the emulator is not going to use your physical cores on your computer. It's going to create virtual cores. Generally, you set this thing up on 2 cores, and it's the smoothest running. I promise you, even though I got a lot of cores, I'm going to set this up on 2 cores. And then the max amount of RAM, I'm going to go 4 gigabytes of RAM. And I'm going to be 16 by 900 because that's my monitor. And I actually like to go, because I got a good graphics cards, instance count. That's how many of these instances you want to create. I just want to create the one. I go to a large DPI because I film, but the bigger your DPI, the better. So we're going to 32-bit large. So I'm going to edit that. And this is now my marble strike. Oop, I don't like to misspell things, but I do it all the time anyway. And I'm going to now start that instance. So it is still a 64-bit, but it's running in 32-bit, and it now has access to larger sets of memory. Okay. I can close the old one down. I'm done with that one. And then I got to go in here and download setup because it's a brand new emulator. I got to go download Marvel, and I'm going to put my Huawei deal in here. Huawei has been giving me 50% on my Marvel Strike Force, even though it's not supposed to be. I don't think I, as a promoter, am getting credit for it, but it's been given the people who use it credit. So if you're getting free claim money by going through my system and opening that up, take advantage of it. They won't take the money back, but you're probably not supposed to be getting it anyway. So I appreciate it, and thank you.